Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Let's Play Princess. Welcome back to the wonderful Avatar: The Last Airbender puzzle hunt done in January of 2022 by Puzzled Pint, an international conglomeration of freelance puzzle makers. I call it a conglomeration. Conglomeration's like a corporation. They make money and shit. This has a Patreon, and they only make like 500 a month, and I've seen some really bad artists and some communities that do cookie cutter art for the past decade make 3,000. Come on, give these motherfuckers some money. This is disgusting. Now that being said, we're gonna go to the next puzzle of the puzzle hunt. I don't have alcohol tonight, and that's because I had to look at this puzzle last night and I went, no. I need all my faculties for this bullshit. This exists. So let's read the instructions. Because I did last night, and I have a feeling I know what the rule set is after thinking about it for a day, but that doesn't mean I've looked at this puzzle besides the rules and the framework. So what any of these actually mean, no idea. In the Earth Kingdom, the Earthen Fire Industries Factory extracts precious minerals and natural resources from the ground. To transform raw materials into finished product, Earth and Fire uses a production line with many processing steps. In between each processing step, all of the intermediaries are actual English words. Most materials go through 2 processing steps, but ore goes through all 10. To solve this puzzle, follow the ore through the production line. So I looked at this. This weird, kind of looks like a pentagram at the points, but whatever. Could also be a pentacle. Who fucking cares? No, I think pentacle is right up. I see a right up star. I see it like here, this line here. I see it from cut, broiled, the bridge line. The fair line and the... I guess that's it. So there's 4 lines. But okay, here's my theory as to how this works. We did a puzzle like this back in the CMU time travel hunt. Near the end of the hunt, where it was... It goes through process A, it does something. It goes through process B, it does something. Like A was... the first letter or a letter in the word goes up 1 digit in the alphabet, so gave becomes have because the G becomes an H because it's 1 letter above or next, and shit like that. And I think the same process happens here. I think what happens is each one of these rectangles is a process. Remove first letter, switch first letter and last letter, etc., etc. And the goal is to find out what each of these what happens at each of these rectangles in order for ore to go through all 10 in a circle and come out with a natural word. Let me rephrase that. Trains going into refrain, because the line connects them via, and I'm going to make my reticule bigger. If GIMP would allow me, is it going to freeze? What's happening here? Uh-oh, GIMP? Okay, anyway, I'm just going to work like this. So train is this line. Yes. Did I just break it? What the fuck's going on? Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm going to have to reopen all of those again. I had to close GIMP, but it's fine because I remember that the word for the first puzzle was albacore, and we can work with that. I see what happened. What happened was for some reason, this little tab area, the tool options, this was up here, and I couldn't do anything about it, but I've now fixed it. And that is all I need to know. Okay, so now that we're back... let's continue on this little project, shall we? So I'm going to zoom in again. 10% of my CPU is this. This is bullshit. Fuck you, Mac, you useless piece of shit. What I'm trying to say is that for trains to become refrain, it has to go through this dot here and this dot here. Now, this dot, and this dot are all going to do the same function because they're all part of the same rectangle. Let's say it's get rid of the first letter. And that would give us rains, which is a word. And then you would trains to refrain. Rains. How do you get REF? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I see a thing. I have an idea because trains starts at 10 and goes to refrain at the end. And two other words end at 10 and also have REF in them, which means I'm thinking, how do I want to pull this off? I'm thinking I'm thinking 10 is REF gets added to the word. So that would be ref trains? Hold on. I need my phone. I need to find out, because that doesn't sound like a word. Ref trains? So maybe it's you drop the first letter and replace it with an REF. Don't tell me this is a real word. I'll fucking kill you. Ref train has no English definition. It may be misspelled. All I need to know. But refrains is a word. So let's look at that. Refrains. Yeah, refrain and refrains is the second word. So let's assume then that 10 is replace first letter with REF. And I have to find a place to write that. All right, we have a new document. Don't question why there's so many fucking documents open. Make a lot of notes for a lot of things, and then I never actually close them. And it's a problem. But needless to say, we are fairly certain that 10 is replace first letter with ref. So that becomes refrains. Now, this could go one of two ways. One could either be get rid of S's, which it can't be because this does not have an S, or it could be get rid of the last letter. If it's get rid of the last letter, Marsh becomes Mars, and Tool becomes TOO version of 2. So I'm thinking delete last letter. So if we follow that logic, or becomes OR, or, like and or. So that's a good sign that we're on the right track. Now, I can use the next clue, which would be, I have trains to refrain, and now I know what 1 does, so let's follow 1 to something else. 1 goes from Mars to Jupiter. Oh god, I have to remember Blue's Clues for a second. Earth, hold on, the sun is really bright, and Mercury is on too. Venus is the brightest planet. Earth is known to me and you. Mars is the red one, and Jupiter is most wide. So the next in the sequence. Nope, I didn't mean to write that in 9. I meant, or 2. I meant to write that in. That's not what I wanted to do either. So 9 becomes the next in the sequence, which we also saw during the CMU puzzle hunt, because something went from March to June or something, and it was to jump 2 in a sequence, or backwards, or I don't remember what it was. But needless to say, we do have that logic from the CMU time travel puzzle hunt. So 9 is next in sequence. So if I were to go backwards, because this is the end result. January, February, March, April, May, June. So the word that goes through this line is May, and it comes out as June. May comes from meaty. And the same process, let me think about something. Some word, meaty, goes through a process to become May and gets pushed through the sequence to become June. Broiled goes through the same process as meaty. The first letter gets replaced with REF and becomes refold. REF, old. This does old. This does May. No, this does something that also has old in it. So old would be... I think the process for 4 is you delete every even numbered letter. By which I mean every other letter. I think that's how it works. I'm going to write that and then we're going to follow it. Letter. Mr. Kitty is screaming in the other room because nobody's out there with him. And it's something that he needs to get used to, especially when he used to be an outside cat until he decided to choose us a year ago. Which means he never had any humans, potentially, so he needs to fucking calm himself. Now that being said, let's think about this process. So every even lettered letter, every even numbered letter means this goes away, that becomes May, gets pushed through the sequence, and at 9, it goes up 1 in its sequence, which is the months, and it becomes June. Broiled, every other letter becomes bold through this, goes through this, the B turns into an REF, and you get REFOLD, which we have. Ladies and gentlemen, we have functions going on. I like this puzzle. This is good. Okay, so sat going to art. I'm not sure I can do that. I'm very sure I can't do that yet. I feel like I need to learn 3's thing by going from bridge or backwards. So let's continue down the sequence that we started. We went from 10... No, we went from 1. We went from 10 to 1. But finally out of 10, we went to 4. 4, we went to 9. Or no, we did it this way, I think. Whatever. Because what I'm thinking is, we know how this one works. We know how 9 works. And we have 2 that enter, but we have only 1 that exits. So Cancer is more than likely the constellations. So I need to look... Oh, not the constellations. Not zodiac signs. Capricorn. I can't think of what the fuck it is. Astrological sign. That's what the fuck they're called. Why couldn't I think about that? So I want to look up the astrological signs, and I need to find out which one is after Cancer. You think after over 700 hours of Binding of Isaac, I might have that memorized, but that just means I probably should have the zodiac memorized, not the actual list. So after Cancer is Leo. So Leo turns into let. And I would have said... the last letter. No, that is what it is. That is what that is. That's funny. That's funny. So Cancer turns into Leo, and then it has a T, and you're going, but wait, is it just to replace the last letter? No, it's replace it with a T, because this goes through and becomes a T. This leaves and has a T in it. So it's, which one is this? This is 5. 6... P going through its 5 node becomes past, and then you add an E, Would that work the same way with 6? Did we figure out 2 yet? No, but what is 2? We have near turns into far. Wait, does 2? 2 goes to 5. 2 goes to 5 as well. So 2, let's say that this is opposites. Because near turns into far, and then it gets an E. Then the hot would turn into cold, and then we set that 5 with the last letter becomes a T. So cold becomes caught, so 2 is opposites. And 6 is add an E as last letter. So we have all but 3 down. This is going wonderful. And we have a thing that actually goes from 2 to 7. We just said that 2 is make it opposite. It's angel that turns into devil. Devil turns into evil. So, okay, hold on. Let's think about this. I have tool going from 1 to 8. So it becomes TOO, and then it becomes TWO. How do we go from TOO to TWO? 7 was add an E as the last letter. No, that was 6. I'm sorry. 6 was add an E to the last letter, which would means this becomes cute. We're just backwards checking. Cute through 10, replace the first letter with REF, refute. So we're in the gold right now. We're in a perfect spot. We just have 3 more to figure out. And we're only like 20 minutes into this. So that's perfect. So let's think about this. Let's think about what we get. We have Cancer becoming Leo, becoming we have past becoming past, becoming paste. We have near becoming far, becoming fair. We have angel becoming devil. So I'm going to put this in parentheses. Now we can go to 3. Bride becomes ride. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. Bride, if we believe that this is what it is, it becomes ride. Then it gains an ST, and this would gain an ST. So we're going to again put in parentheses, add an E as last letter, add add. I'm doing this with one hand typing, by the way, over like a microphone and stuff, so that's why that just sucked. Add ST as first 2 letters, which means stone would go backwards to become 1 and would go through the 8 to become, hold on, tool becomes 2 and the O becomes W. Tool, delete last letter becomes 2, becomes TWO. Stone becomes 1. What is 8? So let's just continue with the ST as the first 2 letters. So from 7, bride, and then thing. We don't know how 1 became stone, but we can also go from 3 to 4 to figure that out. Art becomes start. The T in the R go away and becomes sat. Because every other letter, and that works. Okay, so we have 8 of the processes 100% confirmed. The last 7 and 8 are entirely unsure. We know this is confirmed now. We know that's confirmed. So it's honestly just 8. So 8, what did we say? We said that tool to 2 to 2. We have 1 to 1. I know what it is. That's mean. From tool, we dropped the letter and made it 2, TOO, and then it became 2, TWO. 1 leaves through it and becomes 1. 4, we said that 7 has dropped the first letter, becomes 4 becomes 4. 8 is, it becomes Oh god, what the fuck are they called? I used to know what they were called. When it's multiple words and they all sound the same, but they all have different meanings. Two are called homophones. Homophones. Eight is turn into numerical homophone. Now I'm not gonna say numerical yet because I'm not sure. So now we can follow the process for or to get our word. And then we can, and I kept this open, but I didn't touch it. We can then confirm our answer afterwards, and that'll be great. So let's do that. We have or becomes or, make it opposite. And add ST as first two letters. Stand. I shouldn't number these. Give me a second. Just so I know what step it's going through before I get this all screwed up. Could Drunk Phoebe do this? Possibly. Do I want to try it as Drunk Phoebe? No. Or Buzzed Phoebe? No. Or to and to stand, because we're about to find out soon if my and idea is correct. Delete every even letter becomes sad. Make the last letter become a T. Sat. So far, so good, actually. Add an E as last letter. Sate? I'm not sure about that. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Is sate a word? Sate, satisfy, desire, or an appetite. Oh, thank God. I always think of satiate. Interesting. Drop first letter. 8. Turn into numerical homophone. 8. On the 8th clue, no less. Or the 8th transition. Next in sequence, 9. Replace first letter with... Are you fucking kidding me? We're talking about putting an or through the word or through a process, and the word is refine. Are you fucking kidding me? I could have guessed that fucking answer. Fuck you. This is the goddamn Dante's Inferno puzzle hunt by Cracking the Cryptic all over again. And it's been long enough since that came out that I'm just going to spoil how the fuck that ended. The meta word was purgatory. Every puzzle was themed after one of the 7 deadly sins, but it didn't tell you that. Or not the 7 deadly sins. The 9 circles of hell. You had to figure out the order of the puzzles, but if you put certain words in the titles, like lavacious, into the fucking, dictionary, it'll tell you, oh, like lustful or greedy, eating too much. Oh, really? You mean the circle of hell for gluttony and limbo and all that other shit? And it was like, oh, here's a Dante's Inferno themed puzzle hunt. We just hinted at that's Dante's Inferno themed puzzle hunt because we say the word Dante and Polidori, or they said a bunch of stuff in like the text. And then it was like, the answer is a 9-letter word. And I went, I don't even have to do any of these puzzles, and I'm pretty sure the meta answer is purgatory. And then guess what happened? You do all the fucking puzzles and you get to the meta and you do the meta, it's purgatory. Oh my god. But yeah, it was a problem. Me and a bunch of people guessed the answer before it ever came out. But whatever, because we finished this. So, hey, next time, we'll be doing this puzzle. So, now, if you liked, vaguely enough, what you saw, you should like and comment and subscribe and all that shit that I have to say, there's a Patreon link in the description below, and that helps me with medication and the $176 insurance bill because our government decided, man, we know you called us. Ma'am, we know you called us, and we know that you said you wanted to take a different insurance plan and stuff, but ma'am, we're just gonna do it for you anyway. I was just like, I thought you canceled my bill. I thought you canceled my insurance here. Why do I have a bill for $176 when the last year was only $40? My God, America. What the fuck? Seriously, if any other country would like to take me as a citizen without killing me, that'd be fantastic at this point. Otherwise, hey, there's a Twitter where I post funny shit, bullshit. And there's a Twitch where I stream sporadically until I actually have a set schedule and stuff. And a nice place to record from and everything. And then it'll be an actual fucking thing. But you should still follow there because I'm an affiliate, and that means there are emotes and stuff. And I moved one of the best emotes or one of my favorite emotes to the follower section, and it's great. So all you have to do is follow, and you already get a good emote that just allows you to say hi to everyone and wave to people and show some love and everything, and it's great. Otherwise, I will see you all next time for this. I'm TheLetsPlayPrincess signing off. Peace and love to you all as always.